Most people think they know what a villain looks like. Violent, cruel, chaotic, someone you can immediately recognize as dangerous. But Nightcrawler does something more uncomfortable and introduces a character who doesn't look dangerous at all. In fact, Lou Bloom looks like someone you usually admire. He's disciplined, he's focused, he's constantly improving himself. He's always working, always learning, always trying to get ahead. If this were any other story, those traits would make him a hero. So why does he feel so disturbing? Because Nightcrawler isn't a story about evil. It's a story about ambitions without empathy, and that changes everything. Lou Bloom doesn't stumble into success. He studies it. He observes what he gets rewarded. He learns how the system works, and then he adapts. One night, he discovered freelance crime journalism, a world where car crashes, murder, and disasters are turned into news footage and sold to television stations willing to pay for the most shocking content. Most people would see something disturbing. Lou sees a career, not because he enjoys violence, but because he understands value. From the moment on, everything becomes simple to him. Get there first, get better footage, sell it for more, repeat. At first, his behavior almost looked admirable. He's resourceful. He teaches himself the job from scratch. He upgrades his equipment. He studies language, negotiation, and presentation. He speaks like someone building a business from nothing. And that's what makes it uncomfortable. Nothing about him looks chaotic. Everything about him looks intentional. But something essential is missing: empathy. Lou doesn't view people as people. He views them as roles in a system. Victims become content, employees become tools, employers become transaction. Every interaction is reduced to one question: what is this person worth to me? If the answer is nothing, they disappear from consideration entirely. This is where Nightcrawler becomes unsettling, because Lou isn't confused about morality. He isn't struggling with guilt. He isn't losing control. He is completely clear about what he's doing, and he continues anyway. What makes him dangerous isn't violence, it's precision. He understands people well enough to predict them, to influence them, to manipulate them, but he never extends that understanding into care. He knows how people feel. He just doesn't care that they feel anything at all. As his career grows, so does his confidence, and so does the scale of what he's willing to do. The line between observation and exploitation disappears, between journalism and performance, between reality and product, and yet the world around him doesn't reject them. It awards them. The news station wants more dramatic footage. The audience wants more shocking stories. The system wants attention above everything else. And Lou delivers exactly that. Perfect. The most extreme his behavior becomes, the more successful he gets. And that is the point where the film stops being about one man. It starts being about everything around him. Nightcrawler isn't about what kind of person Lou Bloom is. It's asking what kind of world produced him. A world where success is measured by output, not ethics. By results, not humanity. By attention, not truth. In that kind of system, empathy becomes a disadvantage. Something that slows you down, something that limits growth, something that gets in the way of winning. So it gets removed, and what remains is someone like Lou Bloom. Efficient, relentless, unrestricted. The film doesn't end with punishment. It ends with correction. It ends with success. Because Nightcrawler understands something most stories avoid. Ambitious doesn't come with limits built in. It only has limits if something enforces them. And when those limits disappear, ambitious doesn't stay harmless. It becomes something else entirely. It becomes Lou Bloom. And that is why Nightcrawler isn't a story about evil. It's a story about ambitious without empathy. And once empathy is gone, success stops being inspiring. It starts to look like something much more disturbing. If you enjoy videos about stories, life lessons, consider subscribing so you don't miss the next one. Until then, peace and love.